Alright, and here goes round one. Again, Baked with the pick as Ash, just trying to go for some more aggressive gameplay here. And James as Rook, just trying to hold off second floor. Going through sight here, and here we could potentially see a run out from James. There it is. Does he see him? No! Baked gets the headshot right onto James. Look at that. He just wasn't able to get that off in time. And again, Astro, I think you're trying to call back on your little prediction here, because, you know, this is definitely looking like it's going to be a lot harder than James is expecting. Alright, moving into round two here, we can see James has kind of learned from this lesson. I guess you can say he's a little bit more humbled now. He's just trying to go for a little bit more of a defensive kind of hold, just not trying to take as many risks. Meanwhile, Baked with the Ash pick again, just trying to capitalize on any soft destruction, just trying to listen out. And I'm sure they're both going to be playing this a little bit more carefully after last time. Baked just trying to look for the peaks more, because he definitely didn't see it coming last time, and James definitely just trying to go for less aggressive plays. Baked trying to open up the window right outside car room here. Let's see how James is going to react to this. James on cams, it looks like. Yep, he's on cams. Right in master bedroom. He's going to find a spot to hunker down. And it looks like Baked is just still trying to flirt around with this balcony, just trying to look around for a potential spot to enter. So let's see if James is just holding an angle. Nope, he's still looking on cams. So Astro, what do you feel like about this matchup here, just with this push? Because I feel like James's lack of a hollow sight, or lack of any sight, to speak, is just going to shake it up a little bit.
I can definitely relate to what you said about James being humbled, because I am also pretty humbled now. I thought it was going to be a quick, easy win for James, but...
Yeah, no, Baked, if he's not going to win, he's not going to lose without a fight either. So let's just see how this goes, because this is still very much up in the air. This is anyone's match. So again, we could see a little bit of a pattern forming now with this after a couple of the previous quarterfinals. We can see just this hold in red stairs combined with this push. Just like we have an attacker on the balcony and we have a defender just holding down these stairs, just trying to avert any presence. And let's see how this plays out. Baked still on the balcony with about 1 minute left. He's going to have to start considering how to make a push here, and it looks like there it is. He's going to start to reshift his defense here. We've seen in the the Baked. The M versus Eclipsite matchup that very similar things happened here. I feel like this is almost deja vu at this point. So no reaction from James so far. It doesn't look like with this. He's opening up the wall, just definitely trying to push through really carefully. 40 seconds left on the clock here. And I feel like it's possible that he actually knows where James is, just trying to go for up this flank. If James doesn't hear him, this could simply spell disaster for him. Let's see how this plays out. Ooh, this sprinting, not going to play well. James knows he's here. Let's see this angle. Ooh, if he swings this, he is not going to do well here.
Yeah, but those iron sights.
Ash charge out. James is pulling back. 15 seconds left. James has time on his advantage. He's just going to be holding this angle. He's going to push upstairs. Baked now pushing upstairs with Ash. Can he get the peek off? No! James gets the headshot.
Definitely tense.
So I feel like what really ruled out this round in James's favor was definitely kind of the sprinting up the stairs. If you could see that, James was completely oblivious to any kind of push from behind. Alright, here it is, starting up in round 4. James not being able to take any more risks here. Let's take a look at this. Just starting to drone out, try to gather, ascertain all the intel that he can. Meanwhile, Bake just trying to lock down into sight, get into a good position to just hold it down as much as he can. Still reinforcing. I feel like he's just kind of feeling a little bit more ambitious with just holding, having that liberty of time on his hands now on defense. So I feel like that's definitely the position that Bake's in right now. Meanwhile, let's see James. James swinging into this balcony. And if you can get an angle onto Baked from in here. But no, you see that barricade is here now. So let's see how this is going to go. Is this barricade gonna make or break it? Baked, in fact, had a pre-placed smoke grenade on it, just listening for the sound. That could have been a good plan, but it doesn't look like James actually jumped in and bought the bait there. Another pre-placed smoke. We're actually seeing this a lot in this tournament. We've seen it from Jezda, and now we're seeing it from Baked as well. So now here's the question: is James gonna try to jump in from here again? He sees the barricade, so he only has one way to peek in from. Just droning out sight now. Let's see. Bake sets off the smoke. He only has one smoke grenade left at this point. So let's see where James is going to come in from. Oh, here it is. Couldn't get the shot off. Misses the headshot on Baked. He's trying to reroute his strategy, pulling around now. Baked with a deployable shield in the way. James bounces it. Not going well at all here.
No, definitely a few turnovers and misplays by James.
Let's look at this now. Baked is kind of feinting a hold behind this shield, while meanwhile he's not actually doing anything there. Let's see how this plays out. James just still droning around. He sees the smoke canister. Does not see Baked yet. So it's possible, very possible, that he's just going to assume that Baked is behind the shield here. But no, there it is. Alright, so let's see how he can play with that intel. Now it looks like Baked rotating back into the walk-in closet. He could potentially hold an angle in from here.
I'm getting flashbacks to my fight.
Alright, now looks like James is going to try to reroute this. Still doesn't exactly know where he is. Now Baked just holding master bedroom ever so carefully. Smoke grenade. Close but no cigar. And that's all of Baked's utility, so you can't really squander these. I feel like that's just a lesson learned here. You can't squander out the smoke grenades. He used all 3, and now 20 seconds left in the match, has no more utility left to his disposal. So now this is just a matter of, can James push in successfully in time or not?
15 seconds remaining.
James in the barricade. Breaks down the barricade, coming into sight now potentially. 10 seconds left in the match. He's going to go down to the wire. Baked. Out of time, but James gets the kill. And there it is. That'll simply matter of positioning. You can't get caught out into the hallway like that. There's just too many angles that Baked had to worry about there.
But we are tied once again.
Alright, there it is. Now, one thing I want to touch up on right now, Astro, is this kind of assortment of operators that we can see here. Now, James is playing Ash, just a bit of a more aggressive operator, definitely in every shape and form. Just trying to get into sight, get kills, or plant the diffuser. So no really space for method here. And here it goes, already just rushing into the building. Now here's the question. Can Capcan be an adequate counter for this? Is he going to be countered by the Capcan? Because like, if he's going too fast, if James over pushes this, he could potentially exert himself too much into sight, get caught out by the Capcan traps. And even with like the Capcan shotgun, just amazing for holding these close angles. So this is definitely going to be a matter of where Baked position these Capcan traps that's going to matter here. James above this hatch that's leading into sight. And he's just checking out potential entrances, potential ways he can rotate around. There's ways he can work this to his advantage here. Baked not wanting to really hold a long angle because just trying to play it safe behind the bike racks. And let's see here. Both sides just trying to play this to their advantage. Baked holding still behind these bike racks because you can't really hold much long of an angle, especially with a sausage and a pistol. So it's not going to work out very well for him, and he's going to have to play this well. And again, it all just matters where he put the Capcan traps. James still droning around, trying to find him. Finds Capcan, finds Baked, and here comes the rush. Ooh, starts playing the diffuser. How is Baked going to respond to this? If he had a C4, it's potentially that he could have just wrapped around him. But let's see. They both have an adequate idea of where each other are. And here it comes, watch out. Both on other sides of this van. Who's going to peek first? Who's going to get this peek down?
No, planting again.
James going for the plant again. Is this a bait, or is he actually just trying to go for it? He might just get it off here. No, it doesn't look like it. James very close to dying from the sausage, but it just looks like the spread is really what killed that in the end. So yeah, you see that fake plant, and that's all just positioning right there, getting himself behind the bomb, getting adequate cover.
Match favor James. And we are back. We are back.
Are you sure we're back, Astro?
I don't know.
You with us here? You with us here? All right. So this time James again with the Osa pick, Big staying with Capcan, this time without a severe lapse of judgment in the form of the shotgun. So let's see how this plays out. Both of these guys are just trying to restructure their attacks, just trying to learn off of what each other are doing. Big's just trying to hunker down in the site. But here's the question, right? Is that one rotate into B going to be enough to just sufficiently hold down both sides? Especially against an Osa.
And we are back.
So now we're back, I see. Alright. James, first floor, just trying to get this push across the red stairs. And it looks like he is all clear on the way in. Now he's trying to hold through this angle. If he hasn't so far, Baked has definitely hurt him. Alright, definitely know each other nearby. Look at the swing, let's see the swing. See what James is going to do here. Has the shield out. If Bake swings, this could spell disaster for James here. We might see ourselves going into overtime. But if they play this right, still anyone's game. Bake with the rotate back. James fakes a smoke. Breaks through the wall here. Again, using that advantage that you could see. Breaking through the wall. Are we going to see a wall bang here? That's a question now.
Baked is too oblivious. Baked is too oblivious.
Watch out for that wall. Come on. Still trying to peek the other direction to see what James is doing. Oh, now he's done.
Oh.
And there it is. Alright, so again, you're getting droned behind a soft wall. You just gotta get out of there right away. Alright, so there it ends. The final quarterfinal. And now we have James as the winner. So he's going to be facing off against Jezza in the semifinal, along with Eclipsite versus Astro. This has been Monkey Noble and Monkey Astro. And we're going to be seeing you in the semifinals. Thanks for listening.